bright morning filled Peppa's house with cheerful sunlight. The family enjoyed breakfast when the doorbell rang unexpectedly. A mysterious delivery man stood at the door, holding a large ornate box wrapped in dark purple paper. His face was hidden beneath a wide-brimmed hat, and he disappeared without a word. The family gathered around the mysterious package in the living room. The box felt unusually cold to the touch, with strange symbols etched into its wooden surface. When Peppa shook it gently, something inside rattled with an eerie, hollow sound that made everyone uncomfortable. Peppa carefully unwrapped the dark purple paper, revealing an antique wooden box with intricate carvings. Inside, nestled in black velvet, lay a beautiful porcelain doll with long flowing hair and an elaborate Victorian dress. The doll's emerald green eyes seemed almost too perfect, and its painted smile was unsettling. That afternoon, Peppa played with the doll in her bedroom, naming it Victoria. She brushed its silky hair and had tea parties with her other toys. But as hours passed, Peppa noticed Victoria's eyes seemed to follow her movements around the room, and occasionally she could swear she saw the doll blink. As evening approached, Peppa insisted on bringing Victoria to dinner. During the meal, an uncomfortable silence filled the dining room. Mummy Pig noticed the temperature had dropped significantly, and their breath became visible in the suddenly cold air. Victoria sat propped in her chair, watching every family member with unsettling intensity. That night, Peppa placed Victoria on her bedside table before sleep. As darkness fell, strange things began happening throughout the house. Lights flickered on and off, doors creaked open by themselves, and cold drafts swept through rooms despite closed windows. The next morning, the family woke to find their house in complete disarray. Furniture had been moved, pictures hung crooked on walls, and frost covered the windows. Peppa played happily with Victoria as if nothing happened, but George refused to enter the same room as the doll. Grandpa Pig arrived for his weekly visit and immediately sensed something wrong. His experience taught him to recognize supernatural disturbances, and he knew the doll was the source of trouble. He examined Victoria carefully, noting strange symbols carved into the base of her porcelain head, ancient markings used to bind spirits to objects. Grandpa Pig explained that Victoria was possessed by a malevolent entity. As if responding to his words, Victoria's head slowly turned toward him, her emerald eyes flashing with otherworldly anger. The temperature plummeted, and shadows began moving independently of their sources throughout the room. Working together, the family wrapped Victoria in a blessed cloth from Grandpa Pig's collection. As soon as the doll was covered, supernatural disturbances ceased and warmth returned. They placed the wrapped doll in a sealed box and drove to a remote location, burying it deep underground with protective symbols. Returning home, the Pig family felt relief and safety they hadn't experienced since the doll's arrival. Peppa was initially sad to lose her beautiful toy, but gradually understood that some gifts come with hidden dangers. The incident taught them to be cautious of unexpected presents and trust their instincts when something feels wrong.